in the footsteps of the prophets. Know the God of your father. Know the God of your father. Matikira, the benefits of the encounters I have had with God. Receive it by inheritance. Receive it by inheritance. Receive it by inheritance. I have labored in the spirit. Be a beneficiary of it by inheritance. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Sit. We're good. Can we celebrate media? Luduru. Please share. Tell them we are live. We are back on YouTube. We are back on YouTube. Now, as I begin to close this teaching, so we said authority is territory. Am I right? Authority is status. Then authority is awareness. How do you give authority out? Let me just quickly conclude this message there, and I'll speak over your life. That's the idea of this meeting. So you can either give authority to God. I said that. You give that by salvation, authority to man, or authority to demons. The first way authority is given in this context of this new order is by precedence. Some of you, how many of you are firstborn here? How many firstborn? Now, did you use some sort of authority on your younger ones? Because by precedence you have authority. Lastborns don't like this example. I'm just using it because it communicates it. It's not like I like it. Just understand what I know what I suffered. Do you understand? You know, it was that bad that my mom would dish food. She would try to make it equal, but it will never be equal. You know, we're 5. She will call my firstborn to come and carry. Who carry the biggest. Call the secondborn, carry the next biggest. Call the third, carry the next biggest. Call the fourth. By the time I will see my own, So some of you, you beat your younger ones. If you are the younger one that is beaten, I mean no disrespect. Just understand it. So I'm saying that by precedence, especially in Africa. Now, it is, and authority by precedence is recognized in the spirit. It is authority by precedence that makes your biological father have authority over you. Have you found out? Jacob called his 12 sons and said, come and hear what will befall you. The authority a biological father has over any child is authority by precedence. Authority a biological mother has is authority by precedence. And God honors that. Except the prophetic order takes over. Whatever your physical parents say, if it is negative, it will happen. It will be body hug. You know body hug? Do you understand? It took prophetic order to save Reuben. Because your biological father has authority over you. Forget Gen Z. Are you following what I'm saying? Dad! John? It's not even Thomas. It's somewhere in my mouth. Are you your dad is Mr. John Ajanle Koko. Say, John, don't try that with me. Gen Z? Don't let them know your alphabet to letter. Are you following what I'm saying? So, the father has authority. I've seen fathers curse children. And you know the drama about fathers curse at times? It will look like nothing is happening at times for the next 10 years. It's not like the curse of a prophet that you begin to see traces the next month. You may think you have escaped it until somewhere in front. And you see, when things like that happen, if the father is still alive, restitution is stronger than prayer. I'm just telling you the truth. Anybody that will tell you the truth will tell you to go and beg. Now, if you don't love your life, still be telling the story. That what? You know fathers can be wrong. How many of you know fathers can be wrong? You see, but by the virtue of that authority, you are careful. You are careful. Reuben, the beginning of my strength. But unstable as waters, you shall not excel. And that course was not just for Reuben. It was following their generation. So authority by... Another example of authority by precedence is what we call lawful captivity. Lawful captivity. Lawful captivity is probably an ancestor opened a door. Now, lawful captivity is what you see when you see a pattern. They say in a family, people are dying at 40. There will be a demonic history behind it. Demons don't operate in families until they have been invited in that pattern. So, for instance, lawful captivity was the captivity Adam put us in. You didn't need to taste out of the fruit. By precedence, before you were born, a trouble was already on ground. So if you are born under the Adamic nature, you come into the curse. Are you following what I'm saying now? So authority by precedence, lawful captivity is what it operates in. That there are some transactions before you were born that you came into and you are going to be a partaker of. Or fatherhood, elder brother, and all that. But fatherhood is even stronger than elder brother. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Aha. When a father is displeased with a child, it's a big deal, even in the realm of the spirit. I'm telling you the pure truth, so that you will know how to make your father happy now. Are you following what I'm saying? This is not one of those ministries. You say, we gently father. Well, of course, by the virtue of the call and some other things we will look at, I can cancel any curse on you. But you are not going to look for trouble because you have security. Are you following what I'm saying? I told the lawyer that finished law school in this church. I said, so I can just go to Mokola and slap someone. He said, Papa, say you can just buy land. You know, when you see lawyers, you just drink crime now. Like, let me just cause trouble. I would say, my lawyers are waiting. They will write you. Don't do that. Yoruba people will say, which means that you are guarded does not mean you should walk into trouble yourself. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, so authority by what? Authority by precedence. You were not the one who gave you that. Nature gave you. So you came into it. Number two, authority by submission. This is willful submission I'm talking about here. Add the word willful in your notes. Authority by willful submission. This is how spiritual fatherhood and pastoring happens. That you submit yourself. I want you to father me. I want you to pastor me. Willful submission. What you are doing there is that you are giving a measure of authority to that man over you. So my spiritual father can call me now and say, start coming now. I will not say one more word. I'm just telling you the pure truth. Because I understood what it meant to submit. A lot of this generation, they don't know what it means to submit. They say, I want to submit. You know, I went to preach somewhere in Ife. The power of God was so strong. I said, there's an angel there, there's an angel there. From my right to my left, it was strange. You know, I love preaching in places where many men of God are. Many people have ministered. So it brings out unique spices of God's dealings. So before me in that meeting, someone was trying to do flows. Said, now, ushers move around. Ushers move around now. The power of God is going to touch you now. People were just looking like this. I got there, sang one song. I had not made two statements. I'm not joking. I said, that's right. The power of God is here. The power of God. So one guy came to me after the meeting. He was shaking. He said, be my spiritual father. Okay. Take my number. I didn't hear anything from him. 1 year later, I went back to Ife to pray as my customer. So he saw me as pastor. He said, boy, man, it's been a while. That one didn't know what it meant to submit. He just submitted the heat of the moment. Are you following what I'm saying? Submission is a deeper thing than that. It is telling someone you have authority. You have authority. If my spiritual father says, bring the financial statement of the ministry, I will give it to him. But another person, no matter how old, cannot ask for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Government can ask for it because they have a measure of authority over, we are registered. Registering with government is giving them authority to, you are seeing what I'm saying here?